That is a terrible loss for us on the farm. Terrible, terrible loss. Because now we're down to no.
I saw you from across the room. When our eyes met,
We're here in South Mississippi. We are on full hurricane watch. It is literally 16 years to the anniversary of Katrina. Katrina put our power out. We were young. We were not in this house, of course, but Katrina put our power out for days on end. So we are definitely prepared as much as we can be. But right now we've got to get animal chores done, animals fed, hay moved around. We've put a few little shelters through with the pigs. All the chickens have got new shelters. The only animals, which is our ruminant animals, our cattle and our sheep, we actually are not going to put any extra shelters in. If you remember last time in the storms, the shelters actually caused some death for our animals, so we don't want to do that. But we are trying to brace for the storm. We can really feel the wind. Misty's actually working on chicken chores for Aiden. I'm gonna do the big animals, the cows and sheep, get some hay moved. Whew, that wind. And Aiden's gonna go ahead and feed everything that needs to be fed. The pigs are actually in this barn. If you remember, that's where the moms are, right there, and the babies. So at least we know they're safe as long as no tree or anything like that comes down. We do have electric net around it, just in case something happens with the barn, just in case something happens with some of the panels holding them in. We have ways for them to be safe. I'm definitely more worried about our sheep and probably our calves, just because we wean them, which we didn't know a monster hurricane was coming. Probably a little bit more worried about those animals more than anything right now. I always say I hope it doesn't hit us, because then it means it hit somebody else. I just hope that the storm will come in, come out, and get finished. We just had rain, but then it kind of slacked off, and again we got some sunny skies right now. We've got a bale of hay here for the lambs to utilize and kind of lay against to kind of make a little shelter. We have the heifers and the little calves have a bale of hay, and then the big mamas over here. They're all in permanent fencing. We don't really need them in permanent fencing, but because of the storm, we are going to leave them in permanent fencing. Maybe Monday or Tuesday, we'll be able to kind of maneuver them back around where they're supposed to be. The mamas are supposed to be way back there in the old sheep field by the church, and all the heifers and the little calves are going to be going way over here, and the dairy mamas way over here. They don't need to be where they're at. However, they're there because of the storms, and then that way, hopefully, there's no trees that can knock on this fence to where hopefully we won't lose animals. Hurricane Ida watch. We did a hurry up and wait. Now we're still waiting on Ida to get here, huh?
Moving really slow.
So we did some herbs, and now what are we doing?
Making a snack.
Making a snack. What are we making?
Popcorn, and I'm gonna drizzle a little bit of
organic
chocolate on top.
So Hurricane Party 2021. Everybody's excited about popcorn, Mama.
Yeah, they like it.
I said the other day that somehow we.
I'm just gonna dump it in.
Stop. It's gonna be like a volcano.
It's like cooking at the top.
So this is what really happens, right? Look. So we put a third of the bag in the popcorn here, and then
I didn't do it.
the main bag on the floor.
Look, this is not even half of it.
Oh my gosh. Let's just act like we didn't drop it, and we'll put it in the pan and cook it too.
He dumped the bag. He grabbed the bag. Much.
Are you gonna use what's on the ground?
Might as well.
Oh yeah, some of it is green. Oh my
I
god.
need to dump it, but I'm scared to open it.
Mom,
It's
it's
still
a
flying everywhere.
Definitely. Mom, please. No. You cannot have that.
Woo! It's hot.
We've got T-posts all around the edges here to help support it. Got our generator back in here, already hooked up, already hooked to the gas line outside. Right now we have sun, which is kind of funny because we just got the notification it hit landfall, so we're about 2 hours or 2.5 hours above where the water is. Trying to get everything done. We just finished up. This was our last chore, so now it's time to get inside and hunker down. About 6 o'clock here. You really start seeing the trees really sway. We've got all the animals where they need to go, as safe as they can be. We've opened the pastures up to the cattle to where they can get to trees and shelter if they need. We're starting to have some sprinkles back again. Now we're just in a wait mode. We've been hunkered down. We've watched the storm come through Louisiana. You're starting to see some of the outer bands hit us now. We've got shelters for all the animals, the heavier shelters. So I'm really hoping that everything is okay through the next few hours. The actual storm is not supposed to be here till about midnight, which is always terrible. We wish it could be during the day when we actually go through these storms. It seems like it's always night. We've harvested our gardens, pretty much all our watermelons, all our okra, secured as much as we possibly can, and now it's just waiting to see what happens. And I guess we won't really know until the storm really hits us. And to be honest with you, it always makes me nervous when I wake up to go milk. We'll be up most of the night anyway, but when we milk, that's what's going to really be testing, is when we see all these animals, if they're still in their nets, if there's anything destroyed, because the main storm's coming through there, and of course we'll have rain for about 24 hours. So that's the camera. I'm on my GoPro, which has a little cover over it because it is flooding outside. I didn't sleep a lot because it did rain crazy here in South Mississippi. I don't know if there's any damage. I know there's definitely been flash floods because it has been, it's been raining heavy. Hope all our animals are safe. I hope they're high enough ground. We put them all on high enough ground. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. The cart covered up. Successfully, we have not lost power. We have the generator hooked up, but we have not lost power. Our area has, but for some reason we had, so that's a blessing. We'll go ahead and milk. I gotta milk no matter what. We just got a flash flood warning again, but I put it off from 4. It's about 5 now, and I can't put it off anymore. So I'm gonna go ahead and go milk. The wind is crazy. Made it up to a dairy station. It is raining heavy. I do see the sheep, however, I do see the sheep net down over here. I can't do it now because if I try to walk over there, there's no way I can keep my cows in this barn. Allie is milked. It started raining pretty hard again. So we got to get the sheep taken care of. Tim had caught this other side over here by the barn. I'm going to go get the truck. See, the cows are okay, but I do see the pig are out. So I've got to go get some feed, see if I can get them back in their nets. I don't know how bad their nets are. I'm not went to that side of the farm yet. So we're gonna run over there right quick. Hey, big. Hey, big. Bad news, I don't see Bert. I see all the 5 conventional hogs, but I don't see Bert. Big. Come on, guys. Good job. Way to stay close. Let's see if we can find Bert. So their net is just them. So much rain. Big. I don't see Bert. Don't know where Bert is. I'll have to fix the garden. It's got tarps everywhere. Bad news is, well, good news, I found 5 of you saw the pigs, but I do not see Bert. So Bert may be in the forest. He doesn't tend to run away or anything, so he's probably just in the forest, but I don't know that. So far he's the only animal that is unaccounted for. Starting to subside just a little bit. It's close to lunch Monday after Ida, and our pool is of course full of leaves and junk. But if we can just, our main concern now is if we can come across and find Bert, this would be a successful day to say, you know what, we went through the storm, we made it through, but we got to find Bert. If we don't find Bert, then that was a huge loss, because here we are, we processed, 2 pigs last week, then we had to shoot the one that you saw, which was terrible, and that was my last American guinea hog boar, other than the piglets that were growing. It would be detrimental and a huge loss if we can't find it. We're gonna jump back in the truck, run back to the forest. I'm gonna get some pig feed out and try to call him, see if I can get him moving. he's not the kind that runs off. He's not, guys, and that's what I don't understand. I'm just trying to find him. I'm just hoping he didn't get caught in these woods. We're in the forest and we're yelling for Bert, but Bert's not coming. So I don't know if Bert got away and just went in the deeper forest and now can't figure out how to get back. But he's not with the 5 pigs and I don't see him. That is a terrible loss for us on the farm. Terrible, terrible loss. Because now we're down to no full-grown American guinea hogs. Because we processed George. We had to shoot the other one because it got in a fight with Bert. And now Bert's missing. Terrible loss. Terrible, terrible loss.
He's with the other pig.
So here we are running around in the woods. And he comes in and tears the net down to get to the food. So I'm mad at him, but I'm not mad at him. Because at least he's back. The charger is showing green. That's what I don't understand. So it means something is wrong with that charger. And it's not popping like it's supposed to. Because these pigs should not be knocking it down like this. They've never tested it. And now they're like taking it down, and that's not normal. I'm gonna let Aiden go get another charger while I stand here and wait. So I can't complain. He's back. I should go kick him for giving us stress. But coming through Ida now does make it a little bit easier because we got all our animals accounted for. We got the better charger, the 120, and also it's fully charged and it's popping. I can hear it. The other one wasn't. They got out last night because of course the storm took the net down. When I got here this morning, the net was down like 2 or 3 different places. And that's just, I mean, it is what it is. It's because it was bad and nasty outside. But he's back, which is good. We were down to him. He's our main breeder for our American guinea hog. So we don't need anything happen to him. And of course there's our other breeder for our big hogs. But if we'd have lost him, we'd had to wait till one of our new babies, our new piglets that we are selling, we'd had to keep one of those boys and wait, you know, 16, 18 months for him to be big enough to breed. That would have really put a damper on the whole American guinea hog situation. But I think it's great. We are praying for all the people that were in the way of Ida. We were in the way of Ida, but did not have the issues that a lot of people had. We had a lot of flooding, a lot of debris, messes. I mean, don't get me wrong, I was moving sheep like you kind of saw this morning, finding pigs and finding cattle, but all in all, everybody's okay. And most of all, our home and our family's okay. The kids are okay. We just don't have a lot of sleep. So we're gonna get some more sleep this afternoon. We're gonna go back in because it's still raining just a little bit. Me and Aiden are both waterlogged, so we need a hot shower. We have power, so all in all, it's a good day. Pray for all the ones that are in the way of Ida still, and all the water and the flooding, even in Mississippi and Tennessee. And also pray for the ones in Louisiana who really got the brunt of this storm. Thank you guys for watching. God bless. Happy homesteading, y'all.